The King's Ransom, a fortune beyond imagination, Michael Jackson. The name alone conjures images of dazzling performances, iconic music videos, and a level of superstardom rarely witnessed in human history. But beyond the glitter lay a shrewd businessman. By his death in 2009, Michael Jackson had amassed a staggering fortune. His estate, valued at over $1 billion, was a testament to his talent and business acumen. However, with great wealth often comes great contention. The passing of the King of Pop ignited legal battles and emotional turmoil. For the Jackson family, the fight was deeply personal. This wasn't just about money, it was about protecting his legacy. On the other side stood the estate executors chosen by Michael to manage his affairs. This battle raised profound questions about legacy and family ties. Divided we stand, family versus estate. The battle lines were drawn almost immediately after Michael Jackson's death. On one side stood his family, his mother Catherine, his father Joe, and his siblings, each carrying their own unique blend of grief, love, and perhaps a touch of resentment over the years of estrangement and reconciliation that had marked their relationships with the King of Pop. They argued that the estate executors, specifically John Branca and John McClane, were ill-equipped to understand the nuances of Michael's artistic vision or the emotional complexities of his personal life. They questioned the validity of his will, suggesting that it might have been signed under duress or even forged, casting a shadow of doubt over the entire proceedings. The estate executors, seasoned professionals with years of experience in the cutthroat world of entertainment law, countered with the unwavering stance of pragmatism. They pointed to the meticulously drafted legal documents, the clear directives outlined by Michael himself, and their own proven track record of success in managing high-profile estates. Their message was clear. This was not about sentimentality or familial bonds, but about the cold, hard facts of the law and the fiduciary responsibility they held to protect the assets of the estate. The media, always hungry for a sensational story, seized upon this clash of titans. Headlines screamed of family feuds, accusations of greed, and whispers of dark conspiracies. The public, captivated by the unfolding drama, found themselves torn between sympathizing with the grieving family and acknowledging the legal standing of the estate executors. Allegations and accusations, the seeds of discord. At the heart of the family's challenge lay a fundamental distrust of the estate executors. They alleged that Branca and McClane were more interested in lining their own pockets than in preserving Michael's artistic integrity. They pointed to lucrative deals signed shortly after his death, deals they claimed Michael would never have approved of, as evidence of their self-serving motives. Catherine Jackson, thrust into the role of family matriarch and guardian of Michael's children, emerged as a vocal critic. She argued that the executors were isolating her from key decisions, keeping her in the dark about financial matters, and exploiting her grief for their own gain. Her pleas, often delivered through tearful press conferences and emotional interviews, resonated with a segment of the public who saw her as a heartbroken mother fighting for the legacy of her son. The estate executors, however, remained resolute in their defense. They countered that the deals they struck were necessary to capitalize on the surge of interest in Michael's work following his death, a surge that would ultimately benefit his children, the primary beneficiaries of his estate. They presented themselves as shrewd negotiators, tough but fair, acting solely in the best interests of the estate and its heirs. This war of words, fueled by legal filings, public statements, and the ever-present glare of the media spotlight, dragged on for years. It was a battle fought not only in the courtroom, but also in the court of public opinion, a battle that threatened to tarnish the legacy both sides claimed to be protecting. Section 4, the gavel falls, a decisive ruling. In 2021, after more than a decade of legal wrangling, a California judge issued a significant ruling that sent shockwaves through the Jackson family and the entertainment industry as a whole. The ruling, a major victory for the estate executors, upheld the validity of Michael Jackson's will and dismissed the family's claims of mismanagement and misconduct. The judge, citing a lack of evidence to support the family's allegations, concluded that Branca and McClane had acted in accordance with the law and had fulfilled their fiduciary duties as executors of the estate. The ruling effectively shut down any further legal challenges to the will itself and dealt a significant blow to the family's hopes of gaining control over Michael's assets. The estate executors hailed the decision as vindication, proof that they had acted ethically and responsibly throughout their tenure. They reiterated their commitment to preserving Michael Jackson's legacy, both artistic and financial, for the benefit of his children. Section 5. Echoes of Doubt, the Family's Perspective. The 2021 ruling, while a decisive legal victory for the estate, did little to quell the doubts and anxieties lingering in the minds of some Jackson family members. They continued to express concerns about the handling of Michael's affairs, albeit through less litigious channels. Public statements took on a tone of resigned acceptance rather than outright defiance. The family, perhaps weary from the years of legal battles, seemed to shift their focus towards preserving Michael's legacy through their own endeavors, supporting charitable causes in his name, participating in documentaries that celebrated his life and career, and keeping his memory alive through their own artistic pursuits. This more conciliatory approach, however, did not completely erase the undercurrent of mistrust. The family's enduring love for Michael, coupled with their deeply held belief that he wouldn't have wanted his estate managed in this way, continued to fuel their reservations. The family's perspective, often articulated through poignant interviews and carefully worded statements, served as a constant reminder that the legal battle might be over, but the emotional scars remained. They became the keepers of a certain narrative, a perspective that questioned the motives and actions of the estate executors even as they acknowledged their legal right to manage Michael's affairs. Section 6. Guardians of the Legacy, the estate's defense. The estate executors, for their part, remained steadfast in their commitment to upholding the terms of Michael Jackson's will and managing his assets in a manner that would have made him proud. They pointed to the estate's impressive financial performance since his death as proof of their competence and dedication. Under their stewardship, Michael Jackson's music experienced a resurgence in popularity, generating millions in revenue through album sales, streaming royalties, and lucrative licensing deals. They oversaw the production of critically acclaimed posthumous albums, stage shows, and documentaries, ensuring that his artistic legacy continued to thrive. The executors maintained that their decisions, while sometimes difficult and unpopular, were always guided by a desire to protect and enhance Michael Jackson's legacy. They argued that their business acumen, coupled with their deep respect for his artistic vision, made them uniquely qualified to safeguard his interests. Their efforts, they asserted, were not solely focused on maximizing profits, but on ensuring that Michael Jackson's name remained synonymous with creativity, innovation, and philanthropy. They highlighted the estate's charitable contributions, made in his name, as evidence of their commitment to honoring his spirit of generosity.